I think sampling is a bit like, to compare it with another art form, is a bit like photo collage.
They say that sampling and imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So let's take James Brown, for instance. James Brown was finished. James Brown was old. Rap and sampling made James Brown new again.
Importantly, that's what the past 30 years of music has been. That's the major thread. See, 30 years ago, you had the first digital samplers, and they changed everything overnight. All of a sudden, artists could sample from anything and everything that came before them. From a snare drum, from the Funky Meters, for a Ron Carter bass line, you know, the theme to The Price is Right. Albums like De La Soul's 3 Feet High and Rising and the Beastie Boys' Paul's Boutique looted from decades of recorded music to create these sonic layered masterpieces that were basically the Sgt. Peppers of their day. And they weren't sampling these records because they were too lazy to write their own music. They weren't sampling these records to cash in on the familiarity of the original stuff. To be honest, it was all about sampling really obscure things. But the thing is, they were sampling those records because they heard something in that music that spoke to them, that they instantly wanted to inject themselves into the narrative of that music. They heard it, they wanted to be a part of it, and all of a sudden they found themselves in possession of the technology to do so. You know, in music, we take something that we love and we build on it. I like to play.
Whether you're for or against it, all your favorite artists have done it in one way or another. Sampling is alive and well, even all the way back in the 1960s when the Beach Boys sampled Chuck Berry's Sweet Little 16 for one of their most well-known songs, Surfing in the USA.
They're really rocking in Boston and Pittsburgh, PA, deep in the heart of Texas and round the Frisco Bay, all over St. Louis. And if everybody had a notion across the USA, then everybody'd be served.
To one of the most recent examples being Hotline Bling by Drake, which sampled Timmy Thomas's Why Can't We Live Together.
Glasses of champagne out on the dance floor, hanging with some girls I never seen before. You used to call me on my cell phone, late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone, late night when you need my love. I know when that hotline bling.
A lot of people feel the original artist should be paid for the use of their song. But why? Sampling isn't about hijacking nostalgia wholesale and profiting. It's about inserting yourself into a narrative of a song while also pushing that story forward. Therefore, I don't think original artists should be paid. Sampling is only taking an element of those things and bringing something fresh and new to it. Drake, who wasn't even alive when the Timmy Thomas track was released, basically put his spin on the song and made it relatable to our generation. And because the song was so well received, it brought Timmy Thomas back into the spotlight. Music is an art and has always been essentially building off other people's ideas. Mozart didn't invent the piano, and Picasso didn't invent paint. We have always borrowed, reused, and stood on the shoulders of ideas that came before us, and we always will.